Hello and welcome to our e-learning for today. This is going to cover information that's going to be good for both U.S. history and for world history. So we'll probably use it in both. So we're not going to just pin it onto one. All right. So we are looking at what's going on in World War II prior to American involvement. Yesterday we had the video conference that covered what was going on in Europe between World War One and World War Two. We talked about how Adolf Hitler is going to rise to power in Germany, so he is running the show there. And remember, in Britain, we have the first Prime Minister, Neville Chamberlain, and his policy in dealing with other countries is appeasement. Let's do everything that we can to short of war. Let's talk things out. Let's negotiate. Wanted at all costs to avoid going to war. So that's the scene. Here's how things are looking in that 36 to 39 time period. Okay, you've got Germany, you've got all these lands around it. Here's one. We refer to a demilitarized zone. The Rhineland was an area where you could not have any kind of military anything if you're Germany. The Sudetenland, same thing. We're setting up these buffer zones in between Germany and the places that they were known to have invaded when it came to World War One. So we've got those places all set up. All right. So Germany has its new leader. Hitler is running the show. He's been running it for a little while now. He's got his ways of doing things. He's trying to rebuild the country. And that's kind of the state of things in Central Europe. All right, so we're going to take kind of a year by year approach to this to try and make it make a little bit more sense. Okay, so 1935, Congress here in the United States passes what they call their initial Neutrality Act, saying we're not going to get involved. We're going back into an isolationist phase. World War One, man, we had gotten into dealing with things all around the world. Once the Great Depression hits, we're going to go right back into isolation. We have enough of our own problems to handle. We're going to take care of ourselves first. It's also in 1935 that Germany reveals rearmament. This is a major, major, major problem because this is Germany and specifically Hitler violating the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles said, hey, Germany, you can't have any kind of military stuff. Well, Hitler gets in charge and says, man, we've got a whole bunch of people that are out of work. What can we do to put a bunch of people back to work? Aha, I know. We'll fire our factories back up and we'll build a bunch of stuff for the military and for the government. Oh, by the way, we're not going to tell anybody that we're doing that. So now in 1935, it's gotten to a point where he knows Chamberlain's not going to do anything. He knows that this appeasement policy is out there. So he's kind of testing the waters here. Hey, we're going to reveal that we've done this and see what happens. Because of the appeasement policy, people like Chamberlain are going to look at that and say, yeah, you know what? We feel kind of guilty about how badly you got treated after World War One. We'll let you have it. Okay, Hitler, you shouldn't have done that, but okay, we'll give it to you this time. If you've ever heard the story, if you give a mouse a cookie, okay, that story of, hey, if you give a mouse a cookie, they're going to want a glass of milk. If you want a glass of milk, they're going to want a napkin. If they want a napkin, on and on and on and on and on. They're always going to take something new. This is absolutely what's happening right here because you fast forward to 1936, and one of the other policies was, hey, no secret alliances. Well, 1936, they're going to create the Axis powers. You had Germany, Italy, and Japan. Germany and Italy have a lot in common because of their leaders Adolf Hitler, Benito Mussolini, very, very similar ideas. Germany and Japan are going to have some things in common. They both want to spread out, gain more lands. So there's going to be some things in common, but it's another way that they're going against or they're violating the Treaty of Versailles.